come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach. The landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. This one's to Slayton, left side. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now here's Cam Scatteroo on the ground. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. Well, I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Okay, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
What is that?
Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They get 23 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
What is that?
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
To the ground, it's Manunga. And he will not get the first, but this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Hey, Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
What is up?
None guy. Will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Buckle up. It's third and goal.
What is up?
Now trying to run with Swift. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him a couple of yards on that run, and this sets up fourth and goal. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Santos' kick is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Devin Singletary on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10.
19. Let's go.
Here goes Dart to the air. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Working quickly here. Here's Dart now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
It's on target to Johnson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. On first down, here's Dart. Chased out to his right. Like a good target drop, Neighbors is there. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Working quickly here.
14 more yards. That's another Giants first down.
Scatterboo now from the gun. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
Going right back to Scatterboo. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. And goes to the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Dart out of the shotgun. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 11 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Coming to the line for another first and 10. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the bait.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock. They're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Here he goes, third and long. Screen here for Scatterboot. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Fourth and forever coming up.
Let's go.
They'll go. Here's Dart. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
He set up the screen here to Swift. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Zone read to give to Swift. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Williams to throw on first. Short pass brought in. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turn it into an explosive play.
The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Santos' kick is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of the half.
And he takes the return out of bounds.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. One play action with Dart. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. One last play before the break.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Gets everything he has under this one. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears are stopped on that return. So that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. Well, I think we all knew they were going to be aggressive from the onset of this second half, trying to erase that lead, but unfortunately, no luck here on the onside kick.
Kate, and these half times, they're fast for all of us in the NFL and college.
Yep.
Yeah, you have time to go get lunch. Not that way in the NFL. So you went into halftime, and I am guessing, I can just feel the tone and tenor of that locker room. It is, we're going to be aggressive, like your point. We got to go out and we got to make something happen. But unfortunately, that felt a lot more like desperation when you don't recover.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Ready, set.
Williams will look to throw. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Ready, set.
First down. Here's Swift. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. Cordell Flott there on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready, set, on.
They go with Manungai here. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of game.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Ready, set.
Running for it, it's Swift. And he'll go down here at the 16. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Now it's Manungai. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Ready, set.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. He's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
Swift gets it on the option. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's the Bears with possession and a fairly comfortable lead to begin the 4th quarter. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready, set.
They go to him again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him 4 on the play, partner. That pushes them a whole lot closer. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. It's continuing.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears so likely locked up the win right there. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.